Let's see how we get there. It's new for me. But then when he put the volume up so loud, I'm like, okay, I literally can't think. And I want to be also authentically a writer, first and foremost. Hey, kitty. Good morning. Hi, I'm J.M. Ray Writes, and I'm a fantasy and romance author, and this is a creative journal of my writing life. Join me today while I try to figure out what is my new routine now that I'm documenting my writing process on YouTube. So right now my goal is to get my manuscript from 61,000 words to 65,000 words completed. This is the number that I have right now. So hopefully I can get that done today. That's the goal. I have one chapter that I just need to read and I'm pretty sure it's good, but there's another chapter that needs a lot of help, and so hopefully that will push me to that mark. Okay, so let's chat while my nails dry. Today was not really a writing day. It was more of a I have to think about this YouTube channel day, if I'm really honest. I still have so many things that I would have to sort out before I start posting. And right now, I'm not sure that I'm liking all the time that it's taking me to set this channel up. It takes away from my writing time. And that's something that other author tubers that I follow have mentioned. And so that's a fear of mine, because today when I actually was in front of my computer about to type, I was like, let me film this. That's crazy. Okay, I need to start actually writing. So today's Monday, July 13th. I told myself that I'm gonna be more focused this week. So even though I have a lot of things going on right now, I want to make sure that I do focus on my writing more than I'm focused on anything else, because that's always my priority. That's the most important thing to me. Writing is my life. It's what I do every day. And so the fact that I've been out of routine for this long, it's honestly unheard of. Like this entire year I've written every single day. So June and July have been really weak months for me, but I know I'm gonna kill it in November. I'm doing NaNoWriMo. I know I'm gonna kill it in December. I always follow up as well. So at least I have that to look forward to. I know I'm gonna produce a lot of work then, but how about now? How about now? What am I doing now? Okay, I need to get it together. Also, update, my co-author submitted her chapter. I have not looked at it. I still have to write my own chapter, which I know what I'm going to write, and it's actually independent of what she's writing. I already have the scene in my head, so it makes sense for me to put it on paper. But now I'm like, damn, what if what she writes really throws my thing off? And that's another thing about not having like a properly plotted story. We decided that we were going to do it this way because that's more her process. And if I decide to get too precious about it, if I go about this story the way I would with, my typical story, then it would just consume me. So for the sake of, being fast, I'm going to do it this way and see how it goes. Again, I am also like willing to experiment, and that's how I see this. I'm experimenting with this novel by not plotting. We just have very loose plot points. Let's see how we get there. It's new for me. We'll see. I can't say it was the most productive day in terms of writing. I did a little bit here and there, like edited through some of chapter 25, which is what I was working on yesterday. I only did that first scene, and then again, like I looked again at the second scene. I'm like, yuck. So then I'm like, should I just print it out and start doing the hard edits? I'm not sure yet. I think I'm gonna read the next chapter, and then I think I should be able to check that off, which is honestly, oh my God, the goal I gave myself that I literally forgot until I just mentioned it right now. That's crazy. Okay, so I need to get it together. I am gonna commit to that goal that I gave myself. It's almost 7, but it's not too late. Yeah, today kind of just ended up being a day that a mani-pedi day. Mani-pedi day. I have not done my toes in like 2 months. It's crazy. Okay, so I'm at my favorite coffee shop. I decided to come work from here because I have way too many distractions at home. Yesterday I did not do what I was supposed to do, so today I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna get it done, and hopefully I get even more than that done. I just brought my laptop. I kind of wish I had my paper edits. I work much better, much faster. I have more focus when I'm on that. When I have my laptop, I can kind of start meandering. And no, I never ever connect to the internet when I'm away from home. But still, like I can just get distracted and start typing up different things and start making lists and to-dos and a whole bunch of other nonsense. But hopefully that's not what happens today. And I just get some coffee and I get in the zone. This is my favorite coffee shop, by the way. They just have such a vibe in there. Love them. Love obsessed. And every time I come, I always try a different coffee. But you know what? I feel like I have a favorite and I might just go for it today. I'm gonna see if I'm recording there, but honestly, I'm so shy. I'm so embarrassed and oh man, this is rough. Maybe I'll just record when I get my food. Okay, so I just finished leaving the coffee shop. It's like 12 on the dot, and the reason I left was because surprisingly, I didn't expect this, but they put the soccer game on. It is the World Cup. I think these are like the finals already, so it's Spain versus France. And boy, when I tell you they cranked the volume up, and this coffee shop is always very, very quiet. And I was sitting directly below the TV. So I had literally the best spot. Like I thought the best spot in the house. And that spot is never available when I go to that coffee shop. So it's like the one right at the corner. There's no one behind me. I have all the windows. It's very nice. But yep, the TV's mounted right above me. And so everyone is just turned to face my direction, which is totally fine. But then when he put the volume up so loud, I'm like, okay, I literally can't think. I don't know what I'm going to do now. I was actually in a good state of flow. And if I'm honest, I feel like I should just put my laptop up here now and start working from my car because I don't want to go home. I still have a few hours that I want to like get some work done. So, yeah. Okay, so that is my update for the coffee shop slash car writing session. I made it to... So it's been an hour and a half of writing in my car, and I would say this was a pretty good session. I was in flow, and it was longer than what I actually did in the coffee shop, so good for me. I think the next stop is the library because I need to pee. So I'm gonna head out now, and hopefully there's seats in the library. Okay, fun fact, I'm leaving the library now, heading to my current location. I was there for, like, properly working for half an hour, but then there was also, like, a book sale going on, so I, like, losed a bit. But half an hour is pretty solid of working there. I'm actually heading to my husband's office because he said it's empty today, so I'm just going to work with him. That's my next and final stop before I head home. So I'm home finally. It's been many hours since I got back, but I actually was on TikTok for quite a bit. I'm gonna take a bath. It's so hot outside, and I'm gonna turn on the AC so when I come out of the shower I can stay nice and cool. And then I think I'm gonna get back to work because I did get some work in my husband's office. It was very short, but then we went out to dinner afterwards, and well, here we are now. I am gonna finish up a chapter because I had this idea. Like right now, I have a chapter where main character Kim, she is meeting Lou,
the male main character's best friends. And so it's something that kind of just happened, and it's in the middle of a day that's like a really bad day for her. So I want to keep the thread of her being in a bad mood, but then I'm like, do I want to sour the interaction? But then it matters because I want his friends to have like a realistic version of her, not just like what they heard from him, but to see that like, oh, she is a competitive person, always talking about work, you know, someone that's actually very different from Lou. And do they actually think that they're a good match? They're his best friends. They're going to be as honest as they can with him, and he would want that even if it hurts. I need to rework that chapter because I really think that it might be helpful to show like a good version of Kim in that chapter because it's from her point of view. But then from Lou's point of view, when he talks to his friends, we'll get another side. We'll get like, oh, and she was also like really pissy about certain things. Like, it looks like you guys have good chemistry, but like, what do you guys even talk about? I felt like that's pretty mean. Like, that would hurt him a lot to hear his best friend say that. But is it necessary? I don't know. We'll see. Also, that chapter isn't complete, so this is one way I think to go into that chapter because right now I really have nothing. So it'll probably change if I feel like I should gloss over that, but I feel like the next few chapters I'm not in the present enough. They're just summarizations of what's happened, and I don't like that. But anyways, it's hot. I need to take a bath. And then hopefully I'm gonna do another color on my nails. I actually don't like the way this color came out. I feel like it's too neutral or something. I don't know. So I'm just gonna put like pink gloss on it and make it pink because everything is solved when it's pink.
This is the best I've done all month, which is crazy. A very quick update. It is just after midnight. I finished a really quick writing session. I didn't write again. But I did take some notes on the ideas that I had for the chapter. And I'm not sure where I'm gonna head to, but I think I do want to go in that direction, at least for now. I was looking at my total for today. It's 1,000 words today, which is pretty good. But it's actually the best I've done this entire month, which is also really sad because I can usually hit 1,000 words very consistently. So the fact that I haven't even cracked that and we're halfway into the month is, yeah. Don't be too hard on yourself or whatever. I have standards though, and I'm definitely not hitting them. And I'm seriously wondering like what's it gonna take for me to finally get back to the groove because I can't play this game. Like I literally need to edit this novel and I need to get it done ASAP. Morning, it's Wednesday. I am feeling very good, have a very positive outlook today. So I'm feeling good. And it's rare to have some of those days. I feel like maybe I just got a good amount of rest or I did stretch this morning, so maybe that helped. I'm gonna have breakfast now. I have some eggs and beans and my little coffee. Also, I'm playing Infinity Nikki. Any Infinity Nikki fans out there? Let's be friends. I love that game. I love playing dress up. It's perfect. Pick these up from the library. I don't have kids, but I mean, come on, gorge. How could I leave them behind? I'm always trying to update my design, font type. This book, I've heard so many good things about it, and I really want to check it out. And then I found some writing books. Never heard of that one before, but I'll give it a shot. And then this one, it kind of made me laugh. So I was like, hey, why not? I could always use more words. I like knowing new words. Words are nice. So remember how I said I felt really good this morning and how I was very energized? That was true. But that energy actually went into me recording and thinking about editing. And as I'm thinking about this journey
I feel like today and maybe the last week has proved to me that the fears that I had about starting a YouTube channel, they were right and wrong. So the fears of, me putting myself out there and the whole why of it all, yeah, that's misplaced fear. But the true hesitation that I've had with starting a channel is that it would actually divert my attention from my writing and just have me focusing on the wrong things. Because ultimately, is this like the dog eating its own tail, right? Like, I write and I write a lot and I write often. And so I find that it makes sense for me to document me writing because I'm doing it anyways. But once I start focusing on filming the writing, I'm actually spending less time writing. So that sucks. And today, I feel like I'm giving myself grace to not write because I did write yesterday. But I do want to make sure I handle this correctly because I'm really afraid that if I start a YouTube channel, that I won't actually be writing as much as I should be. And ultimately, this is a writing channel. And writing is the most important thing to me, period. So I want to make sure that I'm balancing myself correctly. Earlier, I was just thinking about what kind of stories I want to tell on this channel, and what kind of videos I want to show. But ultimately, am I overthinking this? I really should just be documenting my life. And I am, but also, like, there's the desire to have interesting content as well because I consider myself a creative person, so I don't want to just have vlogs that are kind of directionless. And I feel like maybe that's where I've been, maybe not, maybe I'm being hard on myself, but ultimately I'm excited about this YouTube channel and I want to give it my all. I want to be creative, I want to have interesting videos that people want to watch. And I want to be also authentically a writer, first and foremost. So, yeah, I just need to find that balance. I'll check in by the end of the month, to see where I'm at, but I have hope. I think it's just this front loading part, I'm trying to figure out the voice of the channel, the look of the channel, the aesthetic of it all. And that takes a lot of upfront work. And once I have that figured out, I shouldn't have to worry about it so much, but I'm worried about it now. So I don't know. Hopefully I figure things out so that I can keep writing my novel because, oh my God, I'm in Act 3 and I've been stuck on Act 3 for a really long time. So I need to just move on because Act 4, I know, is going to give me hell and I'm not ready for it. Maybe, honestly, maybe this is procrastination. I think I know myself well enough too that it might be a smidge of it. Just a wee bit of procrastination. But well, we'll figure it out, won't we?